All right, so I'm going to walk you through Smartterm. Just the purpose of this video, though, would just be to show you how to navigate your grade book and your class activities in order to enter your midterm marks and eventually your end of term exams. So when you log in using the credentials that were sent to your email, you will see the dashboard. So this is your dashboard, this is where you are, and this is your taskbar. Going across attendance, this is where you would enter the daily attendance, classroom subjects, classwork, etc. Now, I will show you how to get to your classroom by just clicking on classrooms. If you go to classwork, there would be anything there unless you created something from your classroom. So just find my classroom. You won't see all of those classes when you log in. And I'm going to, so this is my classroom currently, and I'm going to go to subjects. I'm gonna find the subject I want to enter grades for. So I want to enter grades for language arts. I clicked on that. I just want to ensure a few things. So I'll select the gear icon here and click edit. And just to ensure that all of the information is correct in my classroom and I see coursework. So just ensure that you see coursework and it's 100%. That's the only assignment category that we want, right? Just to make things a bit easier for us. So you save, and I'm gonna go ahead now and go to classwork. And this is where we'll enter our grades. Now to do so, we are going to create something called a space holder. And to do that, I'm gonna click down on action. So in this space here, you see all of the assignments, exams, etc. that you created. It's the same procedure to create all of them. You'll find them in the same place. For midterms though, we'll create an assignment. We are not creating any tasks and we're not creating any tests. We're creating assignments. For midterm and for end of term, we'll create an exam. So let's create an assignment. Who is this for? Our students. What type of work? It's offline. Auto graded, offline teacher graded, and I'm going to give it a name. So I want to be specific because when I go to my grade book, I want to ensure that I know what I am putting in the grades for, right? It ultimately eases the stress on you in the end. So I'm going to name this G3 for grade 3, T1 2025, midterm language arts. And I'm going to give it to the marks that is out of, which is 50. And please ensure that you switch the status to published instead of draft, because if it stays in draft, you will not see it in the gradebook and you'll have some difficulties, ultimately frustrating yourself. And for category, you just select coursework. We're not going to pay attention to any of these because it's just a space holder. I'll notify the students. All of this is not necessary for right now, so let's just go ahead and select create. And it's taking a little while. Awesome. Ensure all of the in our settings, ensure that everything is correct. And we just want to click save. Right. Good. Now you want to, that's it, right? And you want to enter your grades. So you select, you can either take it from here in grades or you can go to the grade book. So since we're here already, let's take it from here first. Let's start grading. To access your student list, all you have to do is select the drop down and you will select the specific student that you want to enter the grade for, enter the school right there, status, it's late, etc. Exempt. So I'm gonna select a student. Let's select a student. Ariel. For Ariel, I'm put 50 out of 50. Right? Let's say I want to add a sticker. It's gonna load, whatever it is. This is just for feedback, to make things a bit child friendly. Now, comments, you can enter your comments here. Great job. Right? Or great job. Good. And that's it. If I want to see, it will save automatically. Now, if a student wasn't here, let's say a student's absent, I want to exempt that student from midterm, all I have to do is select on exempt, and that student, the grade will not be calculated for that student. It wouldn't work this way for me though, because I have added all of my marks. So I've added to get this 50. I've added the midterm exam and all of my candle skills as one. So it would be easier for me. But if you want to do it individually, because some students may have been absent, and let's say you're going to enter one candle skill and that was out of 10 instead of 50. But Logan was exempt for that. So you don't need to fret about what am I going to do for Logan? You just select exempt and it would calculate his grade based on whatever else you entered for him. So he just basically gets an absent grade for that, and his grade would not be affected. And when you're finished, you select stop grading and the marks would save automatically. Once you see this green tick, you know that the mark was entered and it was saved. If it's not, you might get an error message somewhere here below on your screen, or there might be an X there. So just ensure that when you finish entering all of the grades, you see that green tick, right? Now, let's say we take it from the grade. Now, the grade book is a bit more comprehensive. So let's go to the grade book. So we're entering, we're going into our grade book. And here you will see 3 different headings: coursework, exams, and final grades. For now, we're going to focus on coursework because that's where you are entering your midterm marks. So I'm gonna go to my subject, which is language arts. And all I'm gonna do is edit grades. And you double click there and you enter the grade for that particular child. If the child wasn't there, you can still select other exempt from the box below. And when you're finished, you select done grading when you are finished. And that's it for that section. Now you can enter a grade or enter an assignment from the gradebook, and all you would have to do is select add assignment. Good. If you're hearing a bit of feedback, it's because I'm recording this in school. So let's go over that. From the gradebook, if you want to create a space holder, you simply add assignment and start the process. Just like what we just did, start the process. Our students, which is for offline, you select the rest, etc. Right? Now, you might see maybe there's a bit of inconsistencies in your grades. You can simply click on resync grades to ensure that all of your grades are calculated correctly. If that doesn't work, then you can find me, right? For exams, you repeat the same process again, but you have to add that space holder. So you select add exam and you start that process all over again for your exam grades. All right? So that's coursework is for midterms, exams is for our end of term. To enter comments, go to the final grade tab and click on the subject you want to go for. You want to go to, it should be English. And this is where you would ensure that all of your grades are calculated correctly and you enter the comments. So this section would be for your midterm marks. This section would be for your end of term marks. So this page is where you would go to when we get down to the end of the term and we're organizing reports, etc. Right? Now you will see rank here. Now this is just for as it relates to the particular subject. Your comments are very important. So what you want to do to add comments, and now here, if you also see inconsistencies here, if you've resynced the grades in the coursework or in the exams tab, and you still see some inconsistencies here, click on the ellipsis in the right corner here and select recalculate grades, and that should work. If it fails, then just come to me, right? Now to enter your comments, you select edit grades and you will see the pencil icon pop up. So what you want to do is select that pencil icon and you can choose from fair, good, outstanding, remediation, needed, very good, based on how we would do it in the report. Right? So outstanding, maybe 90 to 100, good, 80 to 90 or 80 to 89, very good, 70 to 79, fair, 60s, remediation needed, 50 down. Or you can add your comments, your customized comment here, great job, or whatever it is you want to add. And when you're finished, you select add and it will show the comment here. So let me add that, outstanding. Let's see, add. And here you see the comment pop up there. And when you're finished, all you have to do is click on save. And that would be it for this aspect of grading or entering your grades. Then in the next video, I'll show you how to configure or finalize your reports on the system when you've finished this process. So this is just the first step, and then you have step 2, which is finalizing your reports on the system instead of writing it up. But this must be your first step, entering your coursework, entering your exams, and ensuring that final grades for each subject that you teach is correct and your comments are in from this end, right? So that's it for this video.